निर्मल करो मंगल करे मलिन मर्म मूर्छाय. And please forgive my faults. It happens.
Thank you, দেব কুমার স্যার মহাশয়। আমি দেব কুমার যে আপনি এখন এই অনুষ্ঠানটি সঞ্চালনা শুরু করুন।
Well, thank you, Professor Chandan Roy. So, at this juncture period of time, indeed, we have chosen a very relevant and burning topic, the present corona crisis and its probable impact on the eco-political scenario of India. You know, and why we are here on the webinar. If we try to find the cause and why we are assembled on the webinar, it will be evident, quite evident to us that this is the consequence of social distancing, lockdown situation due to novel coronavirus. A very relevant topic. I think we should discuss on this topic, and already, fortunately, already 66, I can see 66 members from different parts of the country have joined. So, and we have already got our keynote speaker, Professor Doipayan Bhattacharjee, political Center for Political Studies, JNU. So, first of all, I would like to request our principal, Dr. Manas Kumar Boiddo, principal of Malda College, to deliver his welcome address. Principal, sir. Dr. Manoj, please.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to online seminar. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Malda College and Chandidas Mahavidyalaya, Birbhum. I take this rare
Bipro, please look into the matter.
University of Gaurbango, who is the chief guest of this program, but unfortunately he is not present now. He will attend during the webinar later. I would like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to our Administrator, District Magistrate, Sri Rajoshi Mitro IAS, for his continuous encouragement in this direction. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all research persons of today's seminar, especially Professor Doipayan Bhattacharya, Professor, Center for Political Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. My sincere thanks to all the learned participants. Really overwhelmed response from the different corners of our country to our humble initiative. Thanks to team of Chandidas Mahavidyalaya, especially Dr. S.K. Ataur Rahman, Principal, Chandidas Mahavidyalaya, Birbhum. We all know education is taking a new shape. With the help of technology, with the growing innovations, the face of education keeps changing from traditional class to virtual class, from virtual class to smart class, and finally now we are on the online class through apps, staying at anywhere, anytime. So it is gratifying to note that the agenda of today's seminar, webinar, will cover all aspects relating to the today's topic. And I hope today's seminar will be a grand success. Now I like to conclude my welcome address by saying a line. The COVID-19 crisis creates the opportunity to come together as one human. It gives also opportunity to learn together. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your inspiring address. Now, is Dr. Sheikh Ataur Rahman here?
Yes, sir.
Someone is sharing his screen. I
Are you
request.
here, sir? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Now I would like to request Dr. Sheikh Ataur Rahman, sir, Principal, Chandidas Mahavidyalaya, Birbhum, to give the inaugural address. Sir, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. I am very much overwhelmed and honored to be here in such a webinar. It is a new dimension, new method of seminar. It is very interesting for all of us. I repeat to welcome you all again on behalf of my college. My college is situated in the rural belt of the district Birbhum of state West Bengal. Especially I miss to meet with you all physically, especially our respected Sir Doipayan Bhattacharya. Sir, your visit to our college becomes due even after participation in such webinar. In this context, I am thankful and I'd like to congratulate to my colleague and friend Dr. Subhash Singh Roy, HOD of the Department of Political Science, and his counterpart Dr. Chandan Roy of another collaborating college, that is Malda College, for undertaking such great job at this crucial time. All of us are well aware of the fact that COVID crisis is ongoing and therefore for its impact can't be concluded yet till this day. It is known to all that this deadly virus was first diagnosed in one province of China and thereafter it spreads at its own way to almost all countries in the world. It's very unique in nature that it can spread very rapidly. Its spreads can only be checked with adopting a preventive measures. Even there is no medicine to combat directly, rather to administer the supportive treatment for the patient who affected virus. We know who declared that this is a pandemic on 11th March 2020, although our government of India assured the people of the country that is no need to be panicked even after 11th March. Perhaps it was well prepared to face the challenges ahead. We observe in the mission of Vande Bharat 1, Government of India allowed nearly 17 lakh Indians, NRIs, who mainly trapped or stranded in various COVID-affected countries till 22nd of March. But as a preventive measures, those foreign-linked people could not be tested in proper way or quarantined at nearly place of the airport. Instead, they are allowed to enter into the country just with mere thermal screening, and consequently lots of them even slept. In India, COVID started to spread with these foreign travel people at first stage, then it spread via link of this chain. At this first stage, we followed that our Honorable Prime Minister declared Janata curfew for strict time bound for 14 hours with clapping and ringing of bell at certain point of time on 22nd of March. Just after one day, very suddenly, I repeat, very suddenly, first lockdown of 21 days is declared. But during this period of lockdown, some measures which was very necessary to carry on simultaneously, somehow that couldn't be done, like sound preparedness in health related support service, that is supply of PPEs, mask, testing kits, readiness of testing labs, etc. Number two, strict surveillance management on the people traveled abroad. Number three, assessment on the magnitude of the impact on the migrant workers especially. But this is a fact that very fortunately India is one of the late affecting countries, and thereby all contextual happenings which were not unprecedented, rather majority of them were acquainted. On the situation, second, third and fourth lockdown implemented. As a normal impact of this lockdown, economic activities, social movement of the people are totally locked. At this juncture, it was very much imperative for a government to frame a roadmap to address the very emerging and sensitive issues like miserable condition of daily earners on whom 3 to 4% are dependent directly, and especially the condition of very small traders, migrant laborers, etc. Here it is expected that government should have more proactive than merely to react on some shouting of opposition political parties. Now government brought to the people so-called relief package of 5 days cereal with strong reformative measures to sell off ownership of public property to the private at this very slack time. We see more emphasis is given in initiation of loan capital than to incur more money to the jobless people in respect of development of infrastructure. Here we have to wait to see the actual and effective welfare of the needy people. Of course, some measures relating to health sector infrastructural development and funding in energy, yes, that is somehow be fruitful for the people of the country. Here we emphasize to say that PM CARES Fund, especially a fund was declared. In spite of there is the specific fund, the PM National Relief Fund, but this fund, PM CARES Fund, it is to take care of the miserable condition of the needy people of the country, but it doesn't care of the transparency. At present, we are in danger in various.
Wipro, please check.
স্যার আমার এন্ড থেকে এখানে কিছু করার নেই, ওনার নেট কেটে গেছে।
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for the disturbance. Sorry, extremely sorry due to web problem.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue.
Is it audible? Okay. May I repeat now just?
Yes, yes,
At
sir.
present, we are in danger in various ways. Number one, to what extent such ongoing health hazards will rise. Number two, how will we set mentally and socially in new normal protocol with obeying of wearing of mask, maintaining of social distance, etc. And number three, how huge number of jobless people will settle in earning their livelihood, and in the same line, how a small trader or people engaged in various small sector will find their chain of business. With raising all these issues, I conclude very short inaugural speech. Hope coming sometime will be very much inciting and motivating for all of us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. You have very rightly pointed out all the aspects wherever we are in the lockdown situation. So this is it's a juncture we are passing through, and that's why we today we become compelled. The situation compelled us, rather I should say, to get assembled in the webinar. So thank you very much. Now, Honorable VC, University of Golbongo, is supposed to join us, is the chief guest, and perhaps still he has not joined. Whenever he will join, I will ask him to deliver his chief guest speech. Okay, so let's